Oh, they're good. It's not so bad now.
It's on the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lights come in on.
She's a good
Say something for the camera.
girl.
It's a big movie. It's a movie. It's a movie.
What's a
Hey,
movie?
Pepsini.
This is a movie.
Oh,
Good girl.
This is a movie. See it?
Girl.
it's gonna be on.
You're in the movie. You guys have been in the movies before. You know I got a bunch of movies.
Yeah, but we
She's used to it now, or she's getting used to it. Just follow her around with the camera constantly.
I'm not paying you any attention.
Let me get you.
Yeah, you follow me around now.
Yes, you are. You're such a good girl. What would you like, huh? What would you like?
Oh boy, look at that. That's a shame. Look at that. He really is. He's trying to convince Pepper. You can live here. You can live here.
You stay here.
You're
and
gonna
I'll
live on
give
the
you a
farm
lot
here?
of biscuits. A lot of biscuits,
I
Pepper.
do miss my sheep.
Yeah, you
And I
have
do
a lot
miss
of
the
place to
land.
run around. You won't have
And I'm like, I would go out there
still water to jump into.
when they were
jump in our
on
stream.
birth, you know.
Yes, you
I love
can.
Oh, that's
We had
true.
to go
Huh?
out early,
Yes,
like
you
3 and
can.
4 o'clock in the morning and get them because
When
they
we
were
had
They,
We had
they
severe
grew the
winters.
peace
Brandy and
quiet
Cassie. Cassie
they're
was
not
Cheryl's
around.
dog.
Right, I remember
They're
Cassie.
just born,
And
they're
she
so
come
tiny,
down
some of
here,
them.
the two
that if
dogs
it's
would go
snowing, they'll
down
die.
there and they knew where the
Yeah.
cheapest pool was.
Yeah,
Really?
well, we always
And they
spend
would
them
run
on-
together and
And
they
I had a little
jump.
pet pig.
Just like, you know.
Down
Love
here?
me to death.
Yeah.
I would
I didn't
rub
remember
its back
Cassie
and
living that long.
Water, and he'd go, "Whoop,"
You get
know,
that
and a
spot.
big
Yeah.
bus would come up and they'd have a
I
great
miss all the
time.
animals.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, God knows I remember Brandy.
It's a hard
It's a
life.
very hard life.
Yeah,
All of our
she's
summers,
different
we had to work. When school was out, we worked. And we had to,
And she
I had to carry
she would come
wood
up here and just
in a
get
wagon. I had to
ag
carry water from
parts
the
and
springs. We
everything.
had sulfur
Yeah.
and iron
And
in our water.
she's just a,
So in order to use it in the iron
nice dog.
or
Yeah.
She
cook
won't
with
do
it because
anything,
food would taste different, we had to go get the
like
spring water.
a bully
So that was
right
my
away,
job.
you
I
know.
had
Yeah.
to put coal in the bucket. We had coal
And how did
stoves.
you get it to the house?
A wagon.
Oh,
Well, I worked hard. Worked
I
real-
bet you did. I know
Alright.
what that is.
Yeah.
Although I didn't have a farm, but we lived a country life, and my kids probably hate me, but today we're doing beans, and you can go where they would want to go after the beans are all shelled. They, I
Oh, I
thought,
did
oh,
that
beans
too.
is fine. They
did that.
hated me, but I thought, well, they hate me. They're gonna eat it.
But we had good tomatoes and we had good food.
Yeah,
We're eating all health food around the house now.
it's good.
I'm walking 3 miles a day. But I like it. Making the big round walk from all the way around the
You walk
lake.
all those dogs?
I don't walk all of them, but a couple.
She's got
Lately,
she's
yeah.
got a real big backyard, real big.
Oh, good.
Too big for a normal house. It's like real
Oh, we
big.
have a quarter acre.
Well, that's enough to let them run down the end.
I told him in 2001 that I wasn't going to do much more of the rescue because I've been doing it for 30-some years.
That's a long time.
It's a long time.
Hundreds of dogs, I imagine, by now she's
Well,
rescued.
you don't have much of a life, outside the
Elsewhere,
dogs.
yeah.
And so I'm going to wean down a little bit. But I'm still going to do the grooming, and I might keep one every now and then. And a special needs dog or something I'll do. That steals my heart. So. But, it's fun.
We had a wonderful dog that
Which one?
Scamp,
Yeah, I remember Scamp.
my mother's
West
West
Highland White.
She was such a precious dog.
Scamp was great.
She was so gritty.
Yeah, Scamp was great. That was nice of you to give her to
Was
Nana.
nice. And when my sister would take her to be groomed, my sister worked, and she would take her back to work, which she had this collar with rhinestones, and Scamp knew she was really pretty because and smelled good, so she'd stand in the middle of the floor and bark at everybody until everybody had to make over her and notice her.
Yeah. Now,
Some dogs
now my mother's mother, Nana, she had the best piece of wisdom that I think anybody's ever said.
What'd she say?
When people, you know what it is, when people's worried about, dying, were you worried about dying when she got up in years? She said, no, not at all, because I'm going to say hello to a lot more people than I'm going to be saying goodbye to.
Yes, and that's true.
Isn't that a beautiful?
She
That
always
is.
said
That's-
that. I'll be
that's
saying
nice.
hello to more people than I was saying goodbye to.
Yeah.
And my mother knew a lot of people, nice, good people.
Remember your speech now for 2012.
Oh, right, that's right. Dad thinks we're all going in 2012. It was nice we hooked up now, so he's got a little
Yeah, we
time.
got a couple.
But
few
the
months.
but the truth is that she tells me, "Hey John, by any chance, did you used to hang around Lexington Market?"
I went to school.
She went to school at University of Maryland. I was hanging at Lexington Market.
For what? What?
Dental.
Dental? Did you?
So we should have hooked up back in 1980, the early 80s. We should have hooked up.
Cancer's a ton.
I must have caught the wrong bus or something.
Don't ask me why.
It happens.
And Dr. Ord down there is world renowned. He is a wonderful man. And they cut my tongue. And I was really lucky,
Yeah,
very
cut it.
lucky,
Yeah.
because if they had gone a little further, I would be on a tube, feeding
Yeah,
tube.
yeah.
But I was lucky, and I go this month on a regular, and he looks at me, they rip it aside and look at it and say, okay, he looks good.
Right. We
See
have a
you
couple
next time.
patients with half their jaw missing. Yeah, that we found the cancer, and she's still alive. And I think she's about 88 now. So that's great.
It came from, I had you know where you get an ulcer
Yes.
on your gum?
And it doesn't heal.
And I thought, that's dumb, but it'll go away. And it went on for months, and it got bigger. And so I went to a skin doctor, and I was just offhand said, "Is something wrong with there?" She said, "See, that's got to be."
She wanted a biopsy, didn't she?
And I went to a Dr. Chasen in Westminster. He was wonderful. And I got a call back within 2 weeks, and he was ready to leave on a vacation, but he wouldn't put that off. He said, "I'm sorry to tell you, it's cancer, and you have an appointment at the University." He made the appointment without even consulting me.
That's
You have
good.
an appointment, and I went there, and within 2 weeks, they had operating on me. That quick.
Yeah.
And I thought,
You gotta
I
get it
am
when
so
it's-
lucky.
Very-
But I let that go on, thinking, because I'm a diabetic, that it was slow to heal. It had nothing to do with my diabetes, and I just didn't know
If
it.
it's there more than 2 weeks, that you should go.
See?
Yeah.
And I waited months.
Right.
What a dumbass I was.
Well, we check everybody's tongue. We do that religiously every time they come in.
And that Dr. Chasen, I think he's a relative of mine, because my mother was a Chasen. And I thought, if I ever looked it up, he may be a 15th cousin or something.
It's wonderful.
And he was wonderful. He was so nice to do that so quickly. You know, I'd have been not handled that quickly.
Right. Well, that's a, it's very aggressive, oral cancer.
And you know, I don't know what it would come from.
You might have bitten your tongue, or even got just a bite or a burn or something, and it just didn't heal, and it just turns into cancer. Something that's continuously might have rubbed on the side of your tongue or something. I mean, your tooth. So
Yeah.
it causes. It can
Well, we
cause
have a lot of cancer in the family. And one time I did a family tree of the ones that I know. I don't know my father's side, and I don't know half of my mother's side. But what I did know, 90% of them had cancer of one kind or another. 90% of the people that I knew had cancer. So it's just one of the things. It might. Some families will have bone problems because they grow
Right,
too quickly.
right.
You know, it just happened to be ours. So I feel like lucky.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
and I couldn't talk for a couple weeks,
yeah,
and of course he's very hard of hearing.
it's, it takes your
So
time a long
between
time
the
to
two
heal.
of us,
Yeah.
You know, it was. I had a tablet that I was writing on, and when you get mad, you get tired of writing. It was hard not talking for 2 weeks.
See, this is the reason she went for me anyway, for the dog. Well, I got to take John with me, but I'll get that dog.
Thank that dog.
No, she wants the dog more than me. She just,
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
she said that's
John's a very sweet guy.
She says
Hard
that's
to
the
find
best
a guy.
dog at the dog
He's
park.
got a good heart, and he's got a good head, and he's sweet.
She said that's the best dog at the
He
dog
was the
park.
kindest child
He
I had.
is. Yes, he's very.
The rest of them are.
I'm very lucky to have found
Scary.
him. Really, very lucky to have found him.
I
Look
think
at him.
he's lucky to find you.
She's talking to you now, ain't she? Look at that.
Biscuit, huh? Is that what you like to do? You want to trade it, huh?
But it's
See
taken me
that-
a long time to find him.
Too long.
Selling.
Should have done that Lexington
I'm
Market
an old
thing.
lady now, so.
So I don't know about that. I wish I was
What?
your age.
You
I
trying
have
to tell me
great-grandchildren.
something? You want me to take it? No?
But I know what it is to have grandchildren, and they're very important.
They are.
I have all
Well, you know, my family, I don't have much of a
Is she
family
ready
because
yet,
my sister
John?
passed away 9 years ago.
Oh,
No, I'll take her down there in a
My
little while.
only
She'll-
sister, so, and I
You'll like
pretty much
Brandy.
raised her because.
Oh, you mean
I was
Annie.
alone
You mean
with
Annie?
children.
You mean
My
Annie?
grandmother had to work when I guess
Well-
around
Take puppy.
about
No,
4 or
man, we'll
5,
leave
I had
her-
to babysit her.
We might leave Pepper in here and
We lived
maybe
in
you
the
take
country, so it wasn't
Annie
as
outside and
bad,
play.
But I had to make sure she had eaten.
You know-
That's hard for a little.
Well, I mean, we can take Annie out and play. We'll just leave Pepper in
So
here a
when
minute and
she
we'll take
died,
her
I
out
just-
and
it-
play.
do you see her children? Does she have children?
She doesn't have children.
Oh,
So my family's very small. My grandmother raised me. I have a few cousins left. I have a brother. But my brother and I, I was.
Oh, go ahead, be a name dropper. She has an important cousin. Go ahead, do your little
My
name
cousin
drop.
is Senator Deeds of Virginia, actually,
okay.
Who ran for governor.
who ran for governor last year.
She's a name dropper. And the mayor of Laurel's afraid of her.
Senator Deeds.
She called. I had to do a job the other day for the newspaper,
And he was surprised.
and he calls her by name out of the crowd and comes over, and just to make sure her concerns were realized. Yeah,
in the city government.
Right.
I'm very opinionated.
she's a pain in their butt. That's what she is.
I want our street closed off because it's very dangerous.
She's a pain in their butt, so they have to squelch her at all costs. Are you happy, Pat? Is everything okay with you, Pat? The mayor has to check with her to make sure everything's okay with her.
Yes, that's my pepper. Yes, I knew I'd get you.
I told her though, I said I'd be very happy, and I will be, when Pepper loves her just as much as me. And it's getting close though. Oh, sure I will. Take some of the pressure off of me.
Oh,
You admit you have
bad
spoiled and
mouthing you
ill-trained.
again.
No, she's
Hey, let me tell you, that dog listens when I call her, and well, she's a good dog.
She does listen to me.
I might not have taught her a lot of things, but she's very secure. A very secure dog.
No, he's bad mouthing you. Yes, he is. Bad mouthing.
That's unbelievable.
He don't like you.
Oh,
No, he don't.
bad
You
mouth.
stay here with us.
That's my heart right there.
He
Stay
doesn't
here
like
with us,
vegetables too
Pepper.
well, but I'm working. We're getting on that. So he's
My
gonna start
mother
eating.
does know about that, I believe.
That's
Well,
okay.
that's
He's
true.
gonna- he's
But
gonna
you
eat
know,
them.
I just heard the other day, and I never knew it. A friend of mine, country gal, all her life still had, they raised 90 cows and milk them, They eat fried okra.
Okra.
And I didn't know you fried it.
Yeah, you can. You can deep fry it.
She fries it in bacon grease. I don't think that's a good
That's
for
not
you.
too good. Do olive oil probably, but
Olive oil would be better. But did you ever fry it?
I did.
And what is it?
It's very good. It's
Is
a
it?
little crispy. You do it like green tomatoes. You can do it like
I've
that.
never done green tomatoes, but I've always heard
Get
it's
an egg
good.
batter with a little milk, and you dip it in that and some flour, and then fry them.
Good.
Olive oil. Oh, it's
Well,
delicious.
then take some home. Yeah, I'll have to.
You should try it. He'd
I
love
would.
it.
I
It's
would. It's
wonderful.
just a matter of getting to
It's
it.
got a different taste, but it's wonderful.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did you season the flour anyway?